I'm Mike Yam with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Patrick Mahomes underwent toe surgery after losing to Tom Brady and the Bucks in the championship game, but he did participate in the Chiefs' offseason program. The Super Bowl 54 MVP appeared on NFL Total Access Thursday, saying the toe is feeling great and he's looking forward to making another run at a Super Bowl title. Saquon Barkley recovering from a torn ACL that he suffered in Week 2 last season. The big question, is he going to be ready for training camp? He was on the Rich Eisen show Thursday. Barkley says he's, quote, taking it day by day and trying to get 1% better every single day. Heading into this year's draft, the question surrounding the Niners pick, which one of the 3 quarterbacks were they going to take? Rams head coach Sean McVay thought they might go in a different direction and draft Falcons tight end Kyle Pitts at 3 to pair with George Kittle. That would have been something. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
I can pop a beer in here, right?
Your cousin from Boston.
This here is Sam Adams Boston Lager. It's my go-to beer. Not too heavy, not too light. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, that's... Whoopsie daisy. Oh, no. Is there somebody that can help? Come on in the room. It poured right in the keyboard. Relax. I spill beer on my computer all the time. Sam Adams Boston Lager. The Boston Beer Company, Boston, Massachusetts. Drink responsibly.
Napa know-how.
Why save $20 on a Napa automotive battery? Because nobody likes bad starts. You know, like forgetting your job interviewer's name or saying I love you on a first date. So get a good start with a Napa automotive battery at your local Napa Auto Parts store or Auto Care Center. Plus, get $20 back. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
Participating locations may not be combined with other offers. Offer ends 7/31/21.
Well, hi there. It's a Friday, the 9th day of July, 2021. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, Carroll.
Are you ready for the weekend?
Whether I'm ready or not, it's going to arrive.
Yes, and it's going to be a weekend. I'm not going to be doing much outside.
It's going to be a hot one.
Yes. And this hot and humid weather, you can literally watch the grass grow.
Literally.
Yeah.
That's right. Especially if it's St. Augustine.
Yes. Oh, that's what I've got. And why can't it grow like this in the winter?
It's just that kind of grass. What can I say? Yeah. But it does respond in the summertime.
Oh, it does. And I'm not knocking St. Augustine because, well, it's great for allergies because it doesn't seed.
That's exactly right.
Yes.
You probably say, well, how does it grow? Well, the rest is hits. I don't know if we're going to be doing a lot of that if out situation continues.
The reason I'm laughing is 4 or 5 years ago, don't water anything. All the trees. So last year, the state comes up, we've got $82 gazillion to plant a tree.
Mm-hmm.
And now, okay, cut back on your watering. Let's all those new trees we planted, let them die.
Let them die, yep.
Yes. My mind just doesn't grasp the way things sometimes.
Or doesn't.
I think what it is the government doesn't think.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Are you ready for birthdays?
I'm as ready as I'm going to be this morning for the big shots. Now, on the other hand, those people that are really down to earth and are in touch with reality, I'm waiting for them.
Okay, well, you'll appreciate some of the big shot birthdays. Singer, actor Ed Ames of the Ames Brothers. He was Daniel Boone's sidekick.
Yeah.
He's 94.
Shaft. Oh,
actor Richard Roundtree, 79. Singer Dee Dee Kennebrew of the Crystals, 76. Actor Chris Cooper, 70. Singer Debbie Sledge. Guess what group Debbie Sledge was with? Sister Sledge.
Sister Sledge.
67. Actor Jimmy Smits, 66. Tom Hanks, 65. Actor Kelly McGillis, 64, from Top Gun. Singer Courtney Love, 57. Actor David O'Hara, 56. Actor Pamela Adlon is 55. Actor Scott Grimes, 50. Actor Fred Savage, a child actor who's still working, 45. Actor Linda Park, 43. Actor Musso is 30. Actor Georgie is 26. Birthdays coming up. To celebrate summer, KXO AM 1230 wants to give you a night out, giving away certificates to your favorite local restaurants: Brownie's Diner and the Town Pump, Hacienda Snack Bar, the Golden Corral in Yuma. Listen for...
It's summertime, 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 summertime.
And be Cover 13 at 760-352-1230 and win. Here's a chance for you to get out and enjoy great food at the best restaurants on us. Call 760-352-1230 when you hear...
It's summertime, 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 summertime.
And you could support our local businesses. Celebrate another Imperial Valley summer. Listen to AM 1230. We're celebrating birthdays on KXO. Happy birthday, Christina Dali Mesa, Elizabeth Ibarra, RJ Moore, Janae Hill, Valerie Vasquez, James Lewis, Jared Lewis, Philip Corona, Mario Sandoval, Cosme Soto, Leslie Salgado, Rod Everett, Vanity Monique Gomez, Benicia Williams, Jennifer Kidwell, and Sandra Staniford. Happy birthday from KXO.
Happy birthday.
Okay. Our real people.
Real people, yes.
Okay. And just a little bit of an update. They're beginning to clear up Highway 111, Heber Road. About 35, 40 minutes ago, traffic accident there. And minor injuries. And they're beginning to clear the intersection. You should be able to a little bit more easily in a couple of minutes.
You remember, I don't know if it was yesterday, Carroll, or the day before, that you and I talked about the reality of the fact that we both feel there's probably a firebug busy in our city.
Yes.
And that we're surprised that there hasn't been a reward system set up for that problem. I'm really surprised.
I am as well. And, well, maybe we'll start things off and, kick in $100 to start a pot for the reward.
Yeah, I think the city could, handle that. They would be the perfect entity to do that.
Yes. Hey,
anyway, we're waiting.
Instead of planting a tree.
Yes.
Okay. Are you ready for some news?
I'm ready.
Okay, we're going to jump in with a look at World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, call the experts at Lock Air Conditioning and Metal.
CBS News Brief. Tropical storm Elsa is battering the East Coast from Ocean City, Maryland, up through New England. CBS meteorologist Jeff Baradelli.
The storm is racing its way northeast. It's plopped right over the core, over Long Island. We've had a wind gust in southern New Jersey to around 80 miles an hour, so it still packs quite a punch.
Pfizer says it's developing a COVID booster target variants. The CDC and FDA say not needed. But Dr. Bob Lahita, New York Medical College, points out
there are people out there, have immunodeficiencies around cancer medicines, etc. They may need a booster shot because their immune systems are not up to par like most of the population is.
GM recalling 400,000 trucks. WWJ's Jeff Gilbert.
2015 and 16 model year pickups have side airbags that had a manufacturing defect. It lets moisture get into the inflator. That inflator can corrode over time and then just rupture.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special price cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Today to become a Lock Air Conditioning via customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. A lot of shaking near Lake Tahoe in Sacramento with a 6.0 earthquake Thursday afternoon. This business owner saying this is the strongest one he's ever felt.
We've had some minor ones, the 2.3s, 2.7, that kind of thing. But, they're very, very far and few in between.
Assessments underway to make sure there were no serious cases of damage. 9 more counties under a drought emergency after getting Newsom's a new emergency order, but he's not ordering more conservation, just asking for people to, among other things, cut water use.
We're hopeful that people will take that mindset that we brought into, people of the state of California will take that mindset they brought into the last drought and extend that forward with a 15% voluntary reduction.
Request to conserve energy between 4 and 8 p.m. today. A flex alert in effect because of the extreme heat that's taxing the power grid. Officials hoping to avoid the need for more rolling blackouts. Jeff Scott, California News.
California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. You've got a friend in the air conditioning business. That's Lock Air Conditioning. And Custom Sheet Metal.
Want to hear something amazing? Discover matches all the cash back you earn on your credit card at the end of your first year, automatically, dollar for dollar, with no limit on how much you can earn. Extra cash? Come on, how amazing is that? In fact, it's even more amazing when you realize all the places where Discover is accepted. 99% of places in the U.S. that take credit cards. So when it comes to Discover, get used to hearing yes more often. More at discover.com/yes. 2020 report. Limitations apply.
Mike, I understand you need the car.
Carly's Car Shop demands more engine-fixing horsepower. They need to floor it to find their staff some backup.
We need to finish up that coupe today. It cannot be here for another 2 weeks.
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. With Indeed Instant Match, we immediately show you candidates whose resumes on Indeed meet your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
It's page one of the local news. Page one of service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Looking at the latest in local news for a Friday morning, the state reporting an increase in active cases of COVID-19. George Gale explains.
The state is reporting a significant increase in active cases of virus. Imperial County so far is not following that trend. According to numbers released by the county public health department Thursday morning, active cases of COVID-19 have increased locally, but only by 1. They are now at 56. Of those, 4 are hospitalized with 1 in intensive care. Latest positivity rate for Imperial County is at 2.1%. Total number of COVID-19 vaccine doses administered locally is now at 200,178. Health officials are encouraging those who have not been vaccinated to do so for themselves, their children, and their community. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Imperial Irrigation District will be issuing a conserve alert for this weekend and into Monday. The National Weather Service has issued an excessive heat warning through Monday as temperatures are expected to reach as 120 degrees. The IID is asking customers to conserve energy and protect the local electric grid. The IID says they carefully plan for summer extremes and typically have ample reserves to satisfy demand, but they are asking consumers to voluntarily take action to conserve energy during this period or these periods of intense heat. You are asked to avoid using major appliances between peak hours, that's 4 to 9 p.m., That's at 78 degrees or higher when home. Turn off all unnecessary lights. Use floor or ceiling fans to cool off. Block the sun from overheating your home. KXO News Time, 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers ready to take care of your automotive service needs. Tires, brakes, batteries, AC service, alignments, lube oil and filter change, and more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers on Real Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
A correction officer was arrested. George Gale has the story.
Perez Jr. was taken into custody. Perez is a corrections officer. The arrest was part of a joint investigation with the Federal Bureau of Investigation and the Department of Corrections. Sheriff's Office released a statement. It says Perez was a state corrections officer. He was found to be in possession of narcotics for sale. A search warrant served on the Perez residence in Calexico resulted in the seizure of evidence. Booked into county jail with bail set at $200,000. Information is not being released at this time. A investigation is ongoing, and more arrests are anticipated. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Before you head out on that summer road trip, head into Quick Lane in the Brawley Auto Center, Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
1 to get ready.
We're ready.
2 to get set.
Tables are set.
And 3 to go.
Let's go.
Burgers and Beer is ready for you. We are open, and our meals are fresh and made to your order. We are set. Our meals are set. Our condiment trays are fresh, stocked, and chilled. Our doors are open, and it's go time. Come in and enjoy all your favorites at Burgers and Beer. The bacon is sizzling, the fries are frying, the burgers are cooking, and all of the beverages are ice cold. It's a good day at Burgers and Beer.
Page 2 of the local news, and look at the weather, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, auto and home insurance needs as well.
Continuing with a look at more local news, the Imperial County receives an allocation of rent relief. Here's more on that story.
It is from the California Housing and Community Development. It is a $10 million allocation. Funding is part of round 2 of the federal virus relief funds for the Emergency Rental Assistance Program. In round 1, county had received $13 million. Funds will be allocated in phases. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A woman is scammed out of $2,500. El Centro Police reported that telling her that her niece had been in a car accident and needed the money. The woman with the scam money before learning that her niece had not been involved in an accident. Continuing with other local news, services are coming up this weekend for Deputy Anthony Redondo. Here is more on that story.
They are for Imperial County Sheriff's Deputy Anthony Redondo. County Sheriff Deputy was killed in a traffic collision while responding to a call. Viewing will be this evening at St. Mary's Catholic Church on La Brucherie in El Centro, starting at 7 p.m. Saturday, there will be a Mass at 8 a.m. Funeral services begin at 9 a.m. at Southwest High School Auditorium. Burial will be at Evergreen Cemetery in El Centro. Following the burial ceremony, there will be a celebration of life at the Imperial Valley Fairgrounds in the Casa de Mañana building. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
It's nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. David H. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. A staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with a weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, well above normal temperatures will continue through the weekend, posing a high risk for health impacts across the Imperial and Yuma valleys. A shift in the weather pattern is expected next week, with temperatures cooling, increased chances for showers and thunderstorms. An excessive heat warning remains in effect through Monday in the valley. Yesterday's high, 111, the overnight low, 80. Sunny and hot today with a high 114, with heat index values as high as 118. South-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Mostly clear with a low 89. South wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west after midnight. Saturday, mostly sunny and hot with a high near 117. South-southeast wind about 5 miles, becoming north in the afternoon. It'll be sunny and hot on Sunday with a high near 114. Southwest wind 5 miles an hour, becoming south-southeast in the afternoon. 90 degrees downtown, 70% relative humidity, wind out of the south-southeast at 5 to 7 miles. Air quality throughout the Imperial and Mexicali right now, good, except unhealthy for sensitive groups in Brawley, elevated PM10 in Brawley. That's it for page 2 of the local news, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage.
Let's talk about it, bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to KXO AM 1230 at 7 a.m. and now on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to KXORadio.com for a 5-minute podcast highlight of the show or the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of KXO AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Health Care District and the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Okay, the Padres came back and beat the Nationals 9-8, but there's so much to it. Padres were down 8-0 at one point. Yu Darvish not having a good night. His hip tightened up. He was replaced by minor league call-up who won the night. Daniel Camarena out of Cathedral High School, San Diego, was called up yesterday morning. Came on to pitch in the 4th inning when Darvish's hip tightened up. And, Padres bullpen so tack that Jay Stingler, Camarena hit with 2 out and the bases loaded. So what did Camarena do? He golfed a home run, a grand slam, his first major league hit, his major league at bat. That took the Padres to 8-6, and then the Padres came back 9th and won it 9-8. Dodgers dumped Marlins 6-1. Athletics Astros 2-1. Rockies rolled. They beat the Ducks 9. Mariners shut out the Yankees 4-0. No, Aaron Boone hasn't been fired yet. Indians over the Royals 7-4. Phillies 8. Brewers beat the Reds 5-3. Tigers 5-3. And the Blue Jays and the Orioles postponed. The Pirates and the Mets also postponed.
Pioneers Memorial Care District, ready to serve you and your family. For all needs, let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare. Has more than 10 centers and out the Imperial Valley. When the need, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, Ward Hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information, all of Pioneer services, visit pmhd.org today.
NBA action. Yes. What can I say? The sub on the Buckley 18-108. Phoenix Phoenix, a 2-zip lead in the NBA Finals that goes best of. Meanwhile, the Magic are closing in on Mavericks assistant Jamal Mosley, who's emerged as the front runner of France's next head coach. Conversations are ongoing, but Mosley, who is 42, has separated himself in the organization's search process, according to ESPN. Well, Wimbledon. Yeah, it's underway. And Ash Barty beat Angelique Kerber to reach Wimbledon women's final. She will face Karolina Pliskova. Pliskova, number 8 seed, emerged from a power hitting and survey to come back to defeat number 2, Arina Sabalenka, 5-7, 6-4, 6-4. And in golf, John Rahm with a first round 66 at the Scottish Open, and opened 5 under. Saw him live up to his top billing. Rahm mixed 7 birdies with 2 bogeys over the links at the Renaissance Club in North Berwick, and was 2 strokes off the lead, held by Jack Sr., a English player who was upstaging one of the best fields assembled on the European Tour for some time. And Australian tennis star Nick Kyrgios pulled out of the Tokyo Olympics, saying playing without spectators just doesn't feel right. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Care District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses is a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for business. Imperial's Rocket Copy offers virtually any business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer form, color brochures and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 111th Street in El Centro and 184 Plaza in Brawley. Financials had a brief look at the weather, brought to you by South Security, a locally company putting you and your property. Southwest Security offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Wells Fargo is shutting down all of its existing personal lines of credit, sparking outrage from consumers and advocates. A spokesperson for the bank said Wells Fargo made the decision last year as part of an effort to simplify its product offerings. The bank feels it can better meet borrowing needs through credit cards and personal loans. According to the spokesperson, interpret that to mean that they can make more money. The consumer lending product that the bank is shuttering typically lets users borrow up to $100,000. The product advertised to consumers as the way to consolidate higher interest credit card debt or pay for home renovations. Meanwhile, gas prices soaring. Yes, over $3 a gallon in most of the U.S., over $4 a gallon in California. And, yeah, California looking to bump up gas taxes again, which very likely could take gas prices at the pump near the $5 per gallon mark. Well, part of the problem is that supply is having a hard time catching up with demand. Industry sources say OPEC needs to pump more oil, and the White House is attempting to urge them to forge a compromise after an expected OPEC agreement collapsed Monday amid infighting between the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia. Right now, the market's making up yesterday's losses. The Dow Jones Industrial's up 350 points. S&P up 4. The NASDAQ up 88 points.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro. And if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
It will be sunny and hot today with a high near 114. Heat index values as high as 118. South-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 89. South wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west after midnight. Saturday, mostly sunny and hot with a high near 117. South-southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, big north in the afternoon. 91 degrees downtown. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Rotor, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Rotor full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of them right. Rotor business with 56 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the 6035267 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter. When drains don't, we do.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO Central, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting. I'm Steve Kathan. Strong surf kicked up by Tropical Storm Elsa as it powers up the East Coast. Storms prior to Elsa knocked down trees in the New York City area.
She came running down and she was like a tree went through Abigail's bedroom.
CBS News meteorologist David Parkinson says southern New England's feeling most of the effects now.
The storm, which is moving at 31 miles an hour, will clear out fairly quickly. By the time we're in the afternoon, Boston is getting the back end of it, and then the storm is into the Canadian Maritimes.
The West is in for a weekend heat wave. This man's in Palmdale, California.
I could just be cool inside of my house for a bit, and as soon as I walk outside, it's like the heat just overwhelmed.
Pfizer says it'll ask the government for the green light on a COVID-19 booster shot later this summer. Dr. Bob Lahita at New York Medical College says it could be needed if the virus continues to mutate.
It doesn't look like we're going to need a booster shot perhaps this year, but maybe next year or maybe the year after. But Pfizer's taking no chances.
Republicans in one southern state have squelched an effort to get teenagers COVID shots, as we hear from CBS's Jim Crisula.
Health officials in Tennessee stopped vaccine events for teenagers after being sharply criticized by conservative Republican laws. The health department also told county health departments to stop vaccine routines. GOP lawmakers recently rebuked state health officials for encouraging young people to get vaccinated.
Well, President Biden will sign an order targeting anti-competitive practices, tech, health care, and other parts of the economy while boosting wages and consumer protections. GM is recalling 400,000 vehicles. WWJ Radio's Jeff Gilbert in Detroit says it's a side airbag problem.
It's not just
health officials in
3 cases of those airbags rupturing last month alone. The trucks were unoccupied and hurt no didn't hurt, but GM found a manufacturing defect lets moisture get into the inflator, can corrode over time, then ruptures, spewing parts into the cab. They're involving 2015 and 16 Silverados and Sierras.
What a night for 14-year-old Zaila Avant-Garde from Louisiana, the first African-American winner of the Scripps National. She was CBS this morning.
It's not too surprising or anything. I feel kind of sad for there not to be any African American winners, but it feels good.
Practice made perfect. She works on spelling. Wall Street right now, the Dow is up 359 points. NASDAQ is up 99. This is CBS News.
Daily reports and analysis from the world's most respected journalists on CBS Eye on the World with John Batchelor. Weeknights on the CBS Radio Network.
It's Black Friday in July, and the prices are hotter than ever at JCPenney. Shop thousands of deals for everyone under the sun and use your coupon to save an extra 30% meal price on family favorites like select young tees for $4.19 each and select women's shorts for $9.09 each. If you like to cook, bring home a Cook's 3.7 quart air fryer for just $44.99. Shop the hottest savings of summer. JCPenney. Prices reflect after coupon savings. Offers and coupon valid through 7/11. Exclusions apply. Air fryer limited to 10% off coupon. See store or jcp.com for details.
E-cigs don't burn tobacco leaves, and they come in lots of flavors. That's what tobacco companies tell you. Here are 3 things tobacco companies don't say. 1. Many teens don't know their flavored e-cigs have nicotine. 2. Nicotine is a poison that can rewire the teen brain. 3. 80% of kids who tried vaping did it because of the flavors. So even when it tastes like candy, nicotine is brain poison. Go to flavorshook.org for more.
In the race between billionaires Jeff Bezos and Richard Branson to get into space, with a mission set for Sun, will win.
Branson's space voyaging will begin on a runway at Spaceport America in New Mexico. Eve is a plane, a twin fuselage aircraft with 2 pilots. In the middle, it's a space plane, VSS Unity. The spaceship straight up more than 50 miles, where space begins.
Got the windows all the way around. They'll be able to unbuckle. They'll be able to float around.
Branson and 3 other passengers should experience a few minutes of weightlessness.
And CBS's Mark Strassman's version at Galactic said it has more than 600 reservations from people who want to travel to space at $200,000 a ticket. It expects commercials next year, hoping to slash the ticket price to $40,000. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Turn it on in the morning, all day.
AM 1230.
My music station.
KXO.